Time and action calendar or critical path. Yes, today our topic is time and action calendar or critical path, which is very significant for merchandiser. So let's see today's agenda. I'll explain what is TNA or CP, then why CP is crucial for merchandiser, what are the prerequisites for preparing CP, basic activities for preparing CP, why CP is different for lingerie, factors impact on CP, and at last prepare and maintain CP. So, what is CP or TNA? CP stands for critical path and TNA stands for time and action calendar. Actually, both these terms are same. So, what is CP or TNA? CP or TNA. It is a popular tool used in apparel manufacturing industry. It is nothing but a technique for what? For tracking and following up the important milestone. Where in pre-production process. Why? To ensure timely delivery within agreed delivery date. Retail merchandiser and your buyer also follow CP, but that is different. I'll discuss about CP based on manufacturer or exporter in this video. If you are interested about buyer CP, please let me know in comment box. I'll use term CP from next slides instead of use both. Why CP is crucial for merchandiser? Actually, merchandising is a mainly supply chain process. So everything should be in right time to avoid shipment delay. Any event delay will impact on production plan, which leads to late delivery. So to code the right delivery date and booking cutoff to buyer based on product category and external factors. Product category means jersey, sweater, lingerie, oven, lead time will be different. External factors like any holidays, weekend, port congestion, yarn lead time, etc. During making CP, you will get idea about different process or activities that need to perform during execution of any particular step order. Ensure pre-production activities on time to ensure sample approval, material in-house before TCD. Optimize inventory management, reducing inventory cost, and ensure material available for production. Actually, it enhances the factory inventory management. Let me clear you. If you enhance material very early than your PCD, then your factory will have inventory cost. Or if you delay to enhance the material, there will be material shortage for production. So you need to know right time to enhance the required material. And finally, ensuring garment delivery date on time by sticking to plan, milestone date, or adjustment if there is an exception between your execution. Prerequisite for preparing CP. What do you need to know before making a CP? Number of process and material required for particular style. Assume you have t-shirt. You need to make one CP. So you have to check if it is solid or printed. If it is solid, then you don't need to consider the printing process or printing lead time in your TNA. Or you can see if there is any special trims which need to bring from overseas. Production capacity of cutting, sewing, washing, and finishing, even your material supply capacity. For different style, cutting, sewing time will be changed. So you need to check if you have enough capacity for that particular time. Even your material supply might overbook at that particular time. So you need to check before making CP. Lead time for yarn, fabric, trims, and accessories. You need to have a clear idea about the lead time of fabric trims because some fabric or trims lead time might be unusual. Targeted garment delivery date required for buyer or any specific date for launch date. When you will make CP, you need to know when your buyer will launch this product, which will help you understand by required delivery date. It might require shorter lead time or you might have some time. If your buyer provide targeted delivery date, then no problem. You have to work on that date. Any public holiday fall in execution period, either in your country or overseas material supplier country. Basic activities for preparing CP. When you will go to any company for job, you will get a CP format definitely. But to have a clear concept is very necessary for a merchandiser. Then you can make any CP for any product by yourself. My purpose is to clear your concept of preparing CP. Assume your order is confirmed. So you need to go through two processes. One is sample approval, another one is raw material in-house. And your target date is PCD. Once you can arrange this sample approval and raw material in-house before PCD, then production process will start. So these three are the basic activities to make a shipment. Production process is dependent on sample approval and raw material in-house. If by any chance your raw material in-house but sample not approved, your production cannot start. Or sample approved but any material yet not in-house, your production cannot be start. Let me go in details. See, I have splitted pre-production and production. In pre-production, I have splitted again in sampling and raw materials. For raw materials, I have taken fabric and trims and accessories separately. In pre-production, no activities for production. It is totally blank. For sampling, first you have to submit the feed sample, which will be in one size or base size. After that, you have to submit graded feed sample, which will be in jumping size. And then you need a pre-production sample which will be completely similar to production. It will be followed in production process and for inspection. Come to fabric. So for fabric, first yarn process, yarn in house, it is taking around 2 to 3 weeks, but I have taken 3 weeks. Then knitting 2 weeks, for dyeing and finishing 2 weeks. After that, you need to submit the bulk hanger. Once it is approved, the fabric can be in housed. And then trims and accessories, I have taken here very common trims and accessories like sewing thread, label, packaging, etc. That's why I have start booking at fourth week. But if there is any trims and accessories which needs to taken from overseas, so you need to book their trims at first week. For fabric, there is another process is going on for the approval process. Lab dip or strike of submission. After that, lab dip or strike of can be approved or rejected. So I have taken here two submission. But if it is approved in one shot, then you do not need to consider two submission. But during making CP, it is better to consider two submission at least. When your sample is approved, material all in-house, including fabric, then you need to submit trim card or production file to your buyer. Then your buyer will approve it, and your factory will make size set. Once this size set and trim card and production file will be approved, then PV meeting will be conducted by your GPQ or your production team and your buyer QC. Merchandiser may stay in this PV meeting or not. Once PV meeting done, then cutting will be started. After the sewing and packing will be started. When your first output is coming, then your GPQ or your buyer QA will pick some sample from production and will send to buyer to check if it is similar to PP sample or not. If it is similar to PP sample, then it is approved. And following this one, your buyer QC will inspect goods and release shipment. Kindly note, I have considered price, base, or quality of fabric creams buying samples are approved during development stage because it is a part of development merchandiser. If anything not approved, you need to add with your production CP. Why CP is different for lingerie? Say I'm taking one bra. Take lead time for different materials. See, for cup it is 12 weeks, fabric 8 weeks, wire 5 weeks, wire casing 8 weeks. Similar way you can see other lead time also. See, it is a general and average lead time I have taken to show you only. And then transit lead time. In earlier slide, I have shown you that fabric lead time is higher. But for lingerie, there may be any trims which lead time is more than fabric, like cup or any types of elastic. Although I have considered here 8 weeks for elastic, but there are many elastic like jacquard elastic, which lead time is higher than anything, or any micro fabric, which lead time is more than your local fabric. So you have to identify the longer lead time material, and you need to consider that one during calculating your CP. And also transit lead time, which is special for lingerie because most of the materials is taken from overseas. See, I have shown this chart already, but If it is lingerie, then it will be changed in this way. You can see I have taken only cup, which lead time is bigger. I didn't consider any other material. So you can see from here that for cup lead time, it is taking like 12 weeks from placing booking to cup production. And also there is a 4 weeks lead time for transit and in-house to factory. So mainly this is the difference for lingerie, and just I have considered only one item, but there may be other item also which the time is bigger than this also. So you have to be careful and you have to code delivery with proper calculation. I have added cup lead time only to code delivery date considering longer lead time, but other material will be arranged within this time. For follow-up, you should have your own CP including all material. Factors impact on CP. Styling of garments and complication. You need to identify if there is any complicated operation in your garments, because for that production lead time will be higher. Fabric and trims manufacturing complication. You need to see in your style if there is any special trims or fabric which manufacturing process is complicated or lead time is higher. Production capacity of garments, fabric, trim supplier. Always you need to see your production capacity available or not, or your fabric or trim supplier is giving you the proper lead time, because your fabric or trim supplier might be overbooked. Holidays or festivals of your own country and your material supplier country. It is very important for lingerie merchandising because CNY, hope you know about this term. CNY has great impact on lingerie lead time. Next year it will be start from mid of January, and also Eid holidays of your own country. So you need to consider this in CP. Logistic facilities and difficulties. See, you need to consider that from where you are bringing your materials, because from country to country logistic facilities are different, or even from China even different province logistic facilities are different, or even your own country logistic support may be different. Sometimes it will be longer, it will be lesser, so you need to consider that. Any buffer required for contingency. See, always there will be any unexpected situation in execution, so you should have a standard buffer to avoid any types of unexpected or accidental situation. Response of your buyer for submission or approval. You can see different buyer are very first in response of approval or any types of communication, but you will have also some buyer who are very slower or complicated to provide any approval. So you have to consider that in your CP. Lead times for various activities like LC payment, custom clearance, etc. of individual factory. See, different factories have some cash problem, so they might delay in providing LC or payment to material supplier. Custom clearance, you need to see that from Chittagong port or Dhaka airport, how fast your commercial can clear the goods, or any types of port congestion is there. So you need to consider that in CP. Any target delivery date from buyer. Please check if your buyer has any target delivery date. Then you can work on that date. Finally, how to prepare and maintain CP. So this is a demo of critical path. This is a demo critical path which I have made for you. See, I will go through very fast on on the name. Like first one is the factory name, MR Intimates Limited. Then I have put on header production critical path. Then I have put by name, department, style number, description, color, order quantity, production unit name. Maybe you have two types of fabric in these garments, like body fabric, gusset fabric, and its lead time is 7 weeks. Trims I have considered only one, like waist I have mentioned the lead time for waist, and you have to put one image definitely. Let's look on the header. First, action or activities, then plan date, the lead time, actual date, responsible, or remarks. What is planned date and actual date? Planned date is before quoting my delivery, this I have planned. And when you are executing this order, what are the actual date you need to put here. If any exception, if any delay, you need to highlight to your manager or your senior. First, order confirmation, price and delivery confirmation actually. So my planned date is 1st November. Then after order confirmation, purchase order received, I have taken only 1 days to receive and it is production merchandise responsibility. Then come to material portion. For material portion, after receiving this order, place the overseas stream booking first because it is lead time is longer than fabric, local fabric. Then then place fabric booking. Of course, you have to take cat consumption. Then base hanger submission date I have taken here, which will be 7 days from the order confirmation. After that base hanger approval I need within 7 days. And see if your base is already approved, you need to skip this row. After that lab div submission date, lab div approval due date, strike of submission date, strike of approval due date. Okay, once this lab div or strike of approved, so your fabric will be processed and bulk hanger need to submit. Then bulk hanger approval date. After bulk hanger approval, fabric in-house date is 11 January, and latest stream in-house date I have taken here 56 days, and this is the lead time breakdown: 3 weeks for yarn, 2 weeks for knitting, 2 weeks for dyeing, 1 week for bulk hanger approval. Okay, I will give this format in description. You can see the formula. Then come to the sampling process. Sampling process I have taken the same way: buying sample, submission approval date, fit sample, submission approval date, graded sample, pre-production sample. I'm not going into details. Then trim card and production file submission. It is approved on this date. Pre-production meeting date. After that, the production lead time will be calculated here. So I have taken here production output per day is 2000 pieces. Number of line allocating for this order, one line only. First out date on 6th of February. So from here you need to submit the production sample. Once it is approved, you can offer inspection and expect with the goods. Okay. So I will give this format in the description box. You can see in details. Just let me show you. Here, actual date you need to mention and the responsible person you can mention, but it is not necessary. And here I have taken one column. If there is an exception, like for this event, there is a this event there is a 2 days delay, and this event there is a 4 days delay. So you need to discuss with your manager or senior how you can adjust this delay. Okay, this is the critical path format. I think you can make this CP by your own, for your own product. Thanks for watching. See you in next video. Please subscribe to my channel and click on the like button. Put your any comments or any opinion in comment box. Thank you.